Lightly from Align Natural Health. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm coming to you live from Burlington, Ontario, Canada. And today I wanted to kind of talk about what if you couldn't travel? What if you couldn't travel again? And that basically came from talking with someone the other week, talking with a friend of mine. He was telling me a story about someone he knew who they were planning this trip out to Europe, and they were looking forward to doing that and seeing family and doing some of the activities that you would do on that particular trip. And then a couple months later, and he was speaking with them again and found out that they had canceled the trip. They weren't going, and it was due to health issues that were being had and not being able to do the things that they wanted to do and get around wherever they were traveling in Europe. And it just made me wonder, is there anyone else who is experiencing that as well? Is there something that you've been wanting to do or you planned on doing and then couldn't because of something health related that you're dealing with? And it doesn't necessarily have to be travel. It could be, maybe it's playing a sport, or I don't know, playing with your grandkids or something to that effect, something you really would like to do, but your health is getting in the way. Your health problems, whatever the symptoms are that you're dealing with, they're preventing you from enjoying your life and doing all the things that you want to. So I want to pose the question, because there's always something that you can do when it comes to your health. There are decisions that can be made today and now to make improvements, either whether that's drinking more water, getting up and going for a walk. It doesn't have to be the CrossFit Games or something like that. It's just getting some movement in, doing something that brings you joy, eating better food, whole foods. And it doesn't have to be, again, a specific diet, because there's a plethora of them and they're overwhelming, all the different options. And if you can just eat cleaner foods, drink cleaner water, and do those things now. So when you look at your life 10 years from now, 5 years from now, even a year from now, what will it be like? Can you imagine what your life will be like? What do you want it to look like? What's the goal that you have for yourself in the future? When you think of being in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, what does that look like for you? Are you imagining that right now? What is that picture of health, and what are the things that you're hearing yourself say to yourself or others saying to you? What are the feelings that you're getting around that time in your life? Do you want them to be ones of options and being able to do the things that you enjoy, and exploring the world because that's, you've come to the point in your life where you have more time to do so? Because that's, for me, that's especially what I picture. This is kind of a funny story. My dad was telling a story over the weekend, and he was in a store, I believe, and there was who he referred to as an old deer, and this lady was reaching for gum, and she was going for the one that she wanted and couldn't quite reach it. So then she settled and went for the one that was a bit lower, and he offered to help her with that and got the one that she really wanted. And it just makes me think, like, just his mindset on, one, calling her an old deer when he is older himself, but that's in age, not in mindset and not in physical health. And it's just absolutely, truly amazing that he can have that mindset and basically do whatever he wants. He's being healthy. He's committed to exercising multiple times a week. And it's just something that is very inspiring. And my mom is very much the same. She exercises multiple times a week and does yoga and lifts heavy weights as well. And it's very inspiring to see what can be done when you commit to yourself and commit to a healthier lifestyle and a healthier life. And if anything, hopefully maybe hearing their stories will have inspired you to do that for yourself. And if you're dealing with health issues that are preventing you from doing these things that you love and enjoy, I can't imagine having something come up that's would prevent me from playing soccer, because that is something that I enjoy getting out to do, and be social with my team and just have that interaction. And there's nothing like that goal, essentially, of being on the field and being able to chase that other player down and prevent them from attempting to make a goal. It's an amazing feeling to be able to do that and be challenged by someone who is maybe even more so a better player than I am, and I can rise to the challenge. And that's because I have my health and I'm able to do that. So if you're struggling with anything that's preventing you from doing the things you love, maybe you're on lots of medications that are perhaps impacting your health as well and causing issues in that way. Ultimately, if you can, the goal is not to be on any medications. You're eating well, you're drinking clean water, and you're doing all the things that you can. And sometimes you're still having problems. And it's important to get to the cause of what's going on with that. Medications are only handling the symptoms. They're not getting to the root of the issue. And sometimes that could be because of a toxin of some sort. It could be a chemical, it could be mold. Mold is quite a nasty one at times. I've definitely had my issues with that as well. And chemicals, even sometimes with foods, there's so many things that we could be affected by. And until we find out what that cause is of those things and maybe other things, you can't actually handle it. And I also heard someone talking earlier today. They were mentioning their daughter was having issues with acne, and I just kind of mentioned to them, if there's anything kind of skin related going on, that generally means could be an issue with the liver. Because usually when you're trying to detox things out of your system, the best way is always through the bowel and having regular bowel movements. But if that's a problem, then one of the next pathways to clear things out of your system will be your skin. So usually when there's something going on with the skin, that's an inside problem going on with your body, and inside something that's not working right. And when we're given medications by our doctors, they're doing the best that they can. However, it's only handling the symptom. It's not taking care of the reason that you have the issues in the first place. So that's where at Align Natural Health, we like to work with our clients and find out as much as we can about you, where you work, what your exposures could be, perhaps some of your past history with your own health, your family health, and find out how we can help you best. And we do testing to find out what's working in your body and what's not working. And ultimately, we want to get your body back into balance. Because being in balance, things will start to function properly again, and you'll be able to do the things that you love and be with the people that you love. Because that ultimately, that is one of the most important things, is having the opportunity to do the things with the people that you love. And that's something that I would wish for anybody who's listening right now. And then if you're not able to do those things and you would like to work with myself or even Kate here at Align Natural Health, we're definitely open to that. Reach out to us. I'll throw the website in the comments, alignnaturalhealth.com. You can go on there and book your assessment with us, and we'll do everything we can to help you work through and get back into balance. So hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I hope you had a great day. It's been beautiful weather here today. And we'll see you next week, and live well naturally.